So we might lose some friends after this episode.
But some things have to be said.
Today we are talking about 8 hot takes that we just have in our life.
Yeah, I mean, some of you may agree, some of you may disagree, and we may gain subscribers and we may lose some. So we'll see.
Welcome to the Point of View podcast. My name's Osatohamen.
And my name's Uyiosa.
And here we are for another episode.
Yeah, so today we're going to be talking about our 8 hottest takes on literally anything you can think of. So we really hope you guys enjoy this video and we'll get right into it.
Yeah. So for our first hot take, I think that this is probably maybe one of our most controversial ones on our list.
Do you think? It may not be that controversial. It depends.
Maybe.
It depends on who you ask.
Yeah, it depends on who's watching this. But our first one is Taylor Swift. So there's a few reasons that at least I thought that she was a hot take or low-key overrated. Uyiosa and I actually were going back and forth because, she was like, I'm not sure about this. But I was like, no, I think that this would be a good one to talk about.
I just think a lot more people hate her now than like her, especially with Travis Kelce and with her new albums, and everyone's like, oh, all her music sounds the same. I feel like she's more hated right now than liked. And honestly, I haven't heard anything about her in a minute.
She's low-key staying undercover. After the Super...
under the radar?
Yeah, I think that's the more correct English. But after the Super Bowl, honestly, after Travis Kelce lost, I haven't seen anything about her.
Did you hear there's rumors that, they're breaking up? Or they broke up after the Super Bowl? Everyone's like, oh, that's why Travis might be retiring, and she, hasn't made a public appearance. I guess, did she go to the Grammys?
She never makes public appearance. I'm pretty sure she was at all the award shows.
Yeah, but everyone's saying Travis wasn't with her. They're like, oh, trouble in paradise.
Did he go to award shows last year?
I don't know, but no one's seen them together.
I don't know. I feel like the internet is trying to stir trouble always.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
But the reason I think that she's honestly overrated or just not. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of people that are coming to know this, but at least I personally have so many friends that will literally die and stand by Taylor Swift. But I just think that has a good voice. She is an amazing businesswoman, very business savvy. But I personally just don't think that I could consider her voice or her music one of the greats. When I think of someone that has an amazing voice, I think of someone like Christina Aguilera. I think of Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston. Those beautiful voices, that's just the range that they have. And then you look at someone like Taylor Swift, who has catchy music. I love some of her older music, like her 1989 album. Some of her...
I'm still obsessed with Wildest Dreams. And August. I know people don't like that album. I don't care. It's a good song.
August in 1989?
No, August, what is it? Not Ever. Is it Evermore?
I don't know. I told you, I stopped listening to her music after Reputation.
Yeah, but and I really did. Have you heard of Midnights?
Obviously things have been on the
radio.
No,
but I'm asking because I like that one, but everyone hated that album.
Really?
So I was like, I don't know. It was I liked it, but to each their own.
Each their own. But yeah, I just think that the way she just even take, for example, Beyonce. When Beyonce was having her concerts and when Taylor Swift was having her concerts, just the way that it was just the difference in, traction, the difference in, the way the news was reporting it. Wow, Taylor Swift is the next Michael Jackson. But then you look at someone like Beyonce and her voice and her dancing and her just...
She has a really
performance.
Good voice.
Why was it not getting the same...
Because everybody hates Beyonce now.
But no, that wasn't then. People didn't hate her until this whole
she was just thing. Beyonce's just one of those artists that's never been the Justin Bieber and the Taylor Swift. She's never been the biggest pop star. Everyone knows Beyonce,
no.
But it's for younger. I don't know about. I can't speak for
because you have to remember
But I'm saying,
for younger people. Yeah, because it was more so Taylor Swift and Ariana Grande were who we had in our ear when we were
That's
little.
What I'm saying. Beyonce wasn't that for our generation, or at least for me and the people I know. Maybe
Yeah.
for other people, but like,
No, I agree. I agree. So I don't know. It's a bit of a hot take. I do enjoy some of her songs. I enjoy Taylor Swift as a person. I honestly really do like her, but I just don't think that she should be as elevated in society and as like a music genius as she is right now.
yeah, I mean, yeah, to each their own. I mean, it's, you can really go back and forth between like talent and likewise, because a lot of people don't like her for her music, or some people don't like her because who she is, because of her boyfriends, whatever. Like, there's so many factors.
So funny.
But it's like, but then it's like, when you think about it, like she said herself, it's like everyone's like, her music's always about her ex-boyfriends. What about Ed Sheeran? What about literally half
Think
the
about
male
all
artists?
of country music, all of rap. It's
always
about
about a
this
girl.
woman left me, this
Yeah.
person, the tequila, and I'm getting drunk at a bar.
With my F-150.
I mean, that's why I respect her. I truly do. But I think that there are better artists in terms of their voices and their performancing and like just their overall natural abilities to dance and to perform than Taylor Swift. And I think that some of those people should be elevated over her. But I do not stand by all those haters who are always like, oh, she says the same thing.
Well,
I'm like,
as she said,
so do all the other men.
The haters gonna hate.
They are.
Gonna hate. For my first, I don't know if this is controversial or if it's obvious, but AI is really cool and it's amazing what it's gonna do, but it is killing creativity and it is killing hard work. Because I literally, like, this matches so perfectly, because I saw a TikTok yesterday. It was like the friend that relies on ChatGPT. I think I sent it to you.
Maybe.
It was like the friend's like, oh, I said, in 5 minutes, it's okay, I'll get it done. They're like, how? They're like, oh, ChatGPT and me. And they're like, oh, I'm sending my friend a birthday gift or whatever, a birthday message. And they're like, ChatGPT will do it with me. And I'm like, and people in the comments are like, oh, this is me. And then some of the other comments were like, if you're saying this is you, please reevaluate yourself and your relationships and who you are. And I will say, to an extent, that is me. So that's why I'm kind of like, this is a hot take, because AI is doing so much good. Like, I saw another video of this girl that literally said ChatGPT saved her life, where she was like having trouble like breathing, or like she had like a rash on her neck, and so she was having a conversation with ChatGPT about her symptoms, what she should do, and ChatGPT said, call 911, and I guess the responders had told her, like, if you didn't call us, you would have died, or what. So it's like...
But, like, if you have trouble breathing, shouldn't your first response to be,
Well, so I don't think...
I'm struggling to breathe.
I don't think it was breathing. I think it was, like, a rash or something. Don't quote me on this. It was not on Instagram Reels, so Instagram is a little... whatever, but like
it's the same thing
there was like something going on, like, and she was it's like when you Google, like, I have a dot on my toe, what is it, and Google tells you, you have cancer, you have stage 4 cancer, you're dying.
I'm sure
like,
ChatGPT says the same thing.
Yeah, but Google's just like, you think it's like a little scratch.
Where do you think ChatGPT is getting its data from?
I mean, yeah, maybe, but it saved her life. So
I mean, I think that maybe that's just for me, because it is a hot take, and I think that it's very valid. I do think that AI is becoming, I feel like it should be a tool that humans should use, and it shouldn't be like a crutch or something that you 100% rely on. Yeah. And that's where like the fine line is coming. So like for me, I like to use ChatGPT as like an assistant. I'm like, oh, it's my personal assistant. I'm like, oh, schedule this for me, like plan out this for me. I already have the idea. I feed it all the things I have in my head. And I'm just organize it for me. But like, I don't know.
And it's hard to do this because it's just made life so easy. Like, school is easier, work is easier, like planning events, like planning presentations, all of that stuff is 1,000 times easier with an assistant, like you said, at your side, because it's literally like all you have to do is put in a couple words, describe something, and it gives you a list of, you can do this is your title, this is your description, whatever it is. And so it's a hot take, but it's also kind of a true one that I think a lot of us, including myself, need to reflect on. It's like AI is killing not only creativity, but I think uniqueness in a way, is because everything's becoming so AI.
Uniform.
Yeah, everything's becoming the same. Everything's becoming so AI. Like, it's getting hard to tell what like people are saying and what is like through AI. Like, sometimes I'll literally think people are speaking or saying something and it's AI.
Yeah.
And then you like, I'll put it through like an AI reader and they're like, oh, 100%
You put
human.
it through an AI reader?
Well, I've only done it once, but it's like, because it was like a message.
Oh,
So I
see.
copy and paste into an AI reader. I was like, there's no way like they said that. Because it's like a teenager. I'm like, there's no way you're talking like
Wait,
that.
what was the context behind this?
It was just like, we were just having like a discussion and it was like.
Wait, you and someone else?
No, it was like a group chat. So it was like, we were all like talking about things and it was just, she said
What was
this
like the
long
topic?
message. Like, I don't remember. It was just about something with like school or something with like our friendship, like something hanging out. And it was just, it sounded too sophisticated to come from like a 17-year-old. And I was like, all right, let me copy and paste this into ChatGPT. And it was like 0% AI, 100% human. And I was like, what? Like, that's,
I mean, maybe
that's the
it is. Because
problem.
like people, it's funny because multiple people have said like the way I speak and the way I write sounds really like formal. And so
Yeah.
like if I was to send like a whole paragraph message to someone, I would write the way I normally write. In my head,
Yeah.
it's normal, but would someone else think that that's AI?
I mean, like, I think it just depends. Like, it wasn't even formal. It was just like, because it was between friends, it just sounded so like,
Yeah.
you know, when it's something that's a little too like, oh, wow, you hit every point and every word sounds like it fits. Because, you know, there's always room for human error. But it was one of those situations where I was like, that doesn't sound. I was like, you're reading AI and you're like, that sounds like AI.
Yeah.
And like, there's like that fine line that we're like going back and forth between where it's like, you know, in the next couple months or years, it's going to be hard to tell what's AI and what's
It's
really
already
coming
starting.
from people. Yeah.
I saw this ad on Facebook the other day, and it was like this guy was like, so I have two images behind me. Guess which one is AI?
I always get it wrong.
It was both of them.
And I'm like,
and I was like, oh, this one. I was so confident it was the left one.
yeah,
And
like
he was
you think like,
actually,
oh, I can tell.
he was like, oh, if you got both of them, you're correct. And I'm like,
oh my
I'm
goodness.
screwed.
I did that or someone did a project like that in my AP Gov class. They're like, choose which one you think is AI, and some of them were pretty obvious, but some of them were like, it was like it looked, both of them looked AI, but it was also like, I don't know, and it was like, it's getting really hard to tell, guys.
It really is. So yeah, you're right. We definitely need to like watch out for
Tone it
AI.
down. Like, it just sucks because it's so good, but like,
You
it'll
need to
ruin
use it
us.
right. Like I
Yeah.
saw this one teacher. She was being interviewed by people, or like was on a panel or something like that, and she was like, I think the AI is good. And she's like, you just have to find the way to test for it. When calculators came out, what happened? Everyone was freaking out. Oh, it's going to ruin the children. Oh, it's going to ruin everything. But what did teachers do? What did the education system do? It found a way to test your knowledge without a calculator. Like you could still use it, but how do you test your knowledge without it? And I think it's the same with AI. Maybe you have to make the assignments more so like done in school. You know, people already like don't even like doing homework. Maybe it'll be good to incorporate more assignments into school so that you can learn and still do the practice. And then if you do use AI at home, like that's not going to hinder your growth and your education and your learning.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I don't know. I think that it's a hot take. We need to be careful with AI, but you also have to use it right.
Line,
yeah, I agree. Okay, so for my next one, this is kind of both of us, but this is like every time I tell someone this, they like
this is just weird to be.
It is weird, but it's normal in our house. So my hot take, or our hot take, is that milk, like, you know, cereal, right? The milk in the cereal, we heat it up and we eat it warm. So warm cereal is actually really good.
It tastes better. We're probably biased because that's like all we've eaten. But the story kind of behind it is we like we were born in Utah, and as most of you know, like it gets cold there, it snows there. So like in like the winter, like our parents would be feeding us cereal and it's like freezing.
This is
So
not the right story.
yes, it is.
No,
Mom
it's
told us
not.
this.
This
She
is
said that
not
she would heat up the milk and then put the cereal so that we could eat it and we'd be
what
warm.
You're saying the wrong story.
What are you talking about?
That's not why.
What is
It
it?
has
Then?
nothing to do with the state we lived in.
Or not to say we live it. I'm just saying we that's where it started. Like because it was cold outside, so Mom heated up the milk for us to eat it with the cereal.
No.
What is it then?
So our parents are from Nigeria. And in Nigeria, a lot of times you don't eat, milk is not cold. It is either just like lukewarm or it's just like temperate, like it's just, a normal temperature. And so when they ate cereal back in Nigeria and when they ate most things, it wasn't cold. And so when they came to America, it was weird for them to go from like warmer, like, lukewarm cereal to like cold cereal.
That's not the story I was
That
told.
is. So you remember when Grandma came and she literally couldn't drink water that was cold? Like they literally had to get water from a kettle.
The water makes sense, but like.
But then that's the
because
same
Mom
thing with the
told me
milk.
the story about the milk.
This is not true.
Well, we'll ask her.
We'll ask her.
Because she literally told me the story. She told all of us. You were sitting like right at the chair, like across
It has
from
nothing
me.
to do with the cold outside.
Oh well, that's what I don't know. We'll see, but
But yeah, no, this is just like every time do you tell people about this?
Well, I don't really eat cereal anymore, so I don't talk to people.
But does it like has it ever come up in like conversation?
Probably once, like in middle school,
Really?
but like not a lot, because you eat cereal more than we do, because like you buy it, but like even now, like when I go on trips and stuff and like I'm at camps, I don't willingly eat cereal. I'd rather have a bagel or like a breakfast burrito. Like cereal's just not my thing. So I've never had a conversation, but I know you've had like a couple interactions.
I have. It's kind of funny. Like I tell people and they're like low-key disgusted, honestly. They're like, that's just weird.
It's because it kind of sounds weird. Like that's like saying, oh, I drink hot water with or like I drink cold cocoa. That's just chocolate milk.
It's not even chocolate milk.
It's just like
chocolate
water. Like
no, it's so funny. Like I knew someone and he was like sick or something, and so he was like, oh, my throat's not feeling well, but I want cereal. So he's like, I remember what Osatohamen said, so he like put it in the microwave. He like took a picture, like a video for me, sent it to me. He's like, I did it, it's not bad. He's like, I wouldn't have it every day, but I could, it's good.
Cold cereal isn't like it tastes the same. Like,
it tastes the same, but it's just like maybe
cereal.
It's nostalgia. It's just like comfortable.
Yeah, like it's just like, oh, I've been doing this. Also, the warm feels nice to me, but like cold cereal also tastes good.
If I have to eat it, I'll eat cold cereal, but I prefer warm cereal.
Yeah, I haven't had cereal in a while, but I also prefer warm cereal. But my next take, I don't know if this one might be controversial, but a couple people have been saying this. Celebrities, nepo babies, artists, influencers, whatever you want to say, aren't the problem, the system is. And this goes for a lot of things, but specifically like this whole A-list celebrity people and like being this influencer and this musician and this whatever. I think as we're seeing with a couple of celebrities, especially just the past couple of weeks, we're seeing that like things are coming out about certain celebrities, or celebrities are saying things, or things are happening in their life, and people are like, oh my goodness, why are they doing this? Like, why are they saying that? Why do they believe this? Or like, why were they able to get to this point? Or it's like, why do we let this happen? Because at the end of the day, it's the system that we set up, right? We wanted entertainment, so actors became actors and they made movies, and we liked music, so musicians started creating more music, and we wanted all these things, and we set the system up and we put them on this pedestal that when they make a mistake or when they say something that, some other person on the street would say, it's kind of like, what are you doing? Like, but it's like we've built this system that they can literally almost say anything they want because cancel culture does not exist.
No, it doesn't.
Maybe for one or two people it's stuck, but even
it worked
then,
for James Charles for like, I don't know, like
maybe like a year.
A year, and then he bounced
or
back.
like, what's her name? Miranda Sings. She's canceled.
What did she do?
I don't know. She like had a relationship. She like assaulted like a kid or something. I don't know.
Oh wow.
But her name is like Colleen Ballinger or something.
The Colleen names are always. Oh, another person that got canceled is Colleen Hoover. She successfully.
Oh, yeah. She quit writing.
Yeah,
She's
she deleted her Instagram, and I'm like,
probably after the whole lawsuit with it ends, that she's probably done. After she's like, I don't want to.
No, she has 3 movies coming out this year.
Really? Mm-hmm. I mean, she I don't know. Then maybe she just doesn't want to write anymore.
Well, like. Why, like, if she feels like no one's gonna enjoy her stuff, she's made I'm sure she's making her millions.
Yeah.
Put that in the stock market's failing right now, but hopefully it'll bounce back in the next few years. But
I'm sure. Also, she probably just doesn't want any. Probably because she's also involved in the lawsuit with Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively. Yeah. So it's like she's probably just like,
she should just
let me take a step back from the fame and just go live my life wherever. But like, honestly, a hot take is we need to stop putting celebrities on pedestals. We need to stop treating them like idols. Like with the Met Gala last year, I remember everyone found out like one ticket to the Met Gala was like $40,000 or whatever. Or like people saw like, they like saw how much the dresses people were wearing were worth and like all this other stuff. And people were so upset. And I'm like $40,000 is pocket change. And I'm not saying all celebrities, because I know with like the LA fires, everyone's saying, oh, they can buy a new house. That's not true for every single celebrity or influencer. But there's
a celebrity.
It depends. I mean, like actors.
Then you're not a celebrity.
I mean, sorry, not celebrity, like an actor. Like, because actors go to the Met Galas that aren't like big names, but like they go. So it's
then how do you afford a house in LA?
Well, maybe if you bought it years ago.
I don't know about. I mean,
because a house 20 years ago is not the same in LA.
But if you're an actor from 20 years ago and you bought a house in LA, you're telling me you don't have enough money to buy a new house?
No, but I'm saying like you also have to think about it. The actors that go to the Met Gala, you're not going to know every single person's name.
No, but if you're going to the Met Gala, you have to have. You're not
a nobody, but I'm saying you're not gonna have as much money as like The Rock.
But you do. I mean, not as The Rock, but you have enough money to buy a home in LA. Like,
yeah, maybe, but not
because think about
homes.
it. You have to get a ticket. You have to be a name, right? It's not like anyone can buy a ticket, right?
Yeah, but sometimes I'm swiping through the Met Gala photos. I'm like, I don't know who you are.
Because you don't know who they are doesn't mean other
no,
people
but
don't.
like it's like it's someone that's up and coming. So it's like that person can't afford to buy another house. But that person doesn't have a house in LA. But maybe they do, but they can't afford to buy another $3 million. But
why would they have a house in LA? It just doesn't make sense.
No, because I'm saying, like, think about it. Your house is $3 million. It burns down. If you're an up and coming artist that just bought that house not too many years ago, or if you're trying to make a name, you really think they can buy another $3 million house? No way. I mean, if you budget your money really well, but I'm saying we put celebrities on this high pedestal, and then when they do something that we don't like, we get mad. But it's like we set that system up that no matter what they do, they're gonna bounce back. You're gonna want them to keep making movies. You're gonna want them to keep making music. It's like nobody likes nobody likes Kanye West, but everyone will still stand and say his music's good because he's a good singer. And it's like people are still gonna listen to the artist. Like Chris Brown, like literally him and Rihanna, like horrible relationship, and people are still gonna be like, he's a great singer. And it's like,
and people excuse bad behavior because they enjoy or like an actor or a musician. And I agree with you. So I've been saying for a long time that the idolization of celebrities is way too much, and it's a problem. It is so bad. Because like, why is it these people will do all these bad things? Like, I think there was this K-pop there's this
don't look at me.
I don't know their name. I don't really follow the K-pop industry, but there's this like K-pop artist or maybe he's an actor. He basically, it came out that he was in a relationship with someone when they were a minor. This was years ago, but it came up now, and I think that person's dead. So it's not like you could really like do anything.
The person he dated, or like, oh
But
my
he was
gosh.
claiming that she was, of age, and that never happened. And like, there's evidence to show that it was true that he did date her when she was underage. But all these people in the comments were like, "Oh, I love him so much. Look, because he cried he did an interview and he was crying." And so all his fans are like, "Oh, he's crying. Oh, he's hurting. This is so sad. I feel for him." Excusing or refusing to believe evidence that like he did wrong. And I think that that is the problem. Like, we're in the way the world is right now, and just everything, all these people that we've raised up to this pedestal, is because we idolize them, when you shouldn't be idolizing these celebrities and these musicians.
I mean, it's okay to follow them and to like their content,
absolutely,
and their branding, but like absolutely being obsessed with their life, who they're dating, their kids, whatever, like, that's just, it's too much, and it backfires because something always comes out about some artist, some celebrity, some actor, and then it's like, I never thought they would do this, and I'm like, no. But
yeah, no. But for my I feel like mine are like, I'm gonna make people mad. I'm gonna make people hate me this episode. You may not lose friends, but I might, Yosa. But mine is actually pretty controversial, but my hot take is the reclining your seat on airplanes is absolutely okay. I said it, it's out in the world. I think that if you paid for your seat, if you're going to spend $150 to $500, $600, let's say you're even going to another country spending thousands of dollars on a ticket, and you're telling me you can't recline your seat because someone behind you who also can recline their seat was going to be annoyed, I think that that's stupid. It's my money. It is my seat. I own that seat at the moment because I paid for it. For the however many hours the flight is, that is my seat. And so I believe that it's okay to recline your seat. And people that get mad, I guess you don't really care for your possessions, do you?
I mean, it's a back and forth kind of thing where it's like, it's my seat, I paid for it, but it's also like, the people behind you may not appreciate that.
Who cares? I mean, like,
see, that's the part of the problem.
I think that there becomes a point where like you care too much about what another person thinks. Like, I do think you should be courteous, but if the courteousness, is that the right word? Courteous? Being courteous affects you and maybe your comfortability, then I think that is a problem.
See, like, it's different. If you want relaxation, go to first class. Like,
who can afford? So because you can't.
Also,
wait.
I'm not done. But I'm also saying, if it's like a 2-hour flight, okay, maybe don't recline your seat. But if it's like if it's from California to New York, yeah, like, if it's been a long day, sure, recline your seat. But if it's not a long flight and someone's reclining their seat and you're just trying to have a nice, quick ride and someone's reclining your seat.
Then recline your seat. And then, like, think about it.
Like, what if you don't want to recline your seat,
Think about it. If everyone reclined their seat, then it wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, but what if people don't like that?
Right, think about it. If you're in the front, you're in the front of economy, you recline your seat, recline. I guess the only person that it would suck is the person that's sitting all the way in the back, but that's
exactly. So someone loses in this.
But you picked that seat. I'm sorry, you picked that seat.
Not always. In Southwest, you don't pick your.
Well,
seats.
no longer. Southwest, that's gone away.
But I'm saying sometimes if you have to get the back seat, if you're the last, if you're
that's
section
still,
C or
but,
whatever.
But what happened? That's the ticket you paid for.
Or maybe that was the last ticket left. You don't want to be in the back.
People hearing this are gonna think I'm a terrible person. I'm someone that genuinely
there's people that agree with you.
Try and make people around me comfortable, but I don't believe in making myself uncomfortable for something that I paid for.
So it's uncomfortable for you to sit up during a plane ride?
Yes.
Okay.
And when I'm driving in my car, it's my seat. Maybe your seat is, but it's my seat, like, backboard straight.
It's not backboard straight, but you want to be up. And
no, my seat is reclined.
Oh, don't be with her on the roads. That's why I try and avoid. If we're driving together, I'm zooming.
What does that mean?
Like, if I see you near me on the road, that's why I move away.
When's the was the last time you saw me on the road?
Like when you go to work and we're going to school, that's why I always zoom and I go super fast into the turn so you don't have to be near me, because I'm not trying to be but in front of you or near you.
Why? Because I tailgated you that one day?
Well, no, well, that was like I had my license for like 6 months then, but like also just
funnily enough, I tailgated her. And I didn't know it was her, but she was driving so freaking slow. And I was like,
there's always cops in that area.
There wasn't cops there.
I saw somebody get pulled over on that street. Literally,
Me too.
Literally, like.
But at that time, it's sensing.
Cops can be hiding.
You know, I know they're hiding.
How many times have you been pulled over?
How many times have I gotten a ticket?
How many times have you been pulled over? 3. How many times have I been pulled over? 0.
How many tickets do I have? 0.
For now, we'll count. We'll keep. No,
counting. I'm being safer, guys.
All right, but I was going 5 over. That's enough.
You weren't going that. Whatever.
I'm not gonna go, especially not in.
Is this a hot take that speeding's okay?
Speeding's okay if it's like, if it's on the freeway, if it's at least 5 over. But speeding's not okay if it becomes a danger to other people and if you're just driving crazy. Because there's a difference between being efficiently speeding and just stupid speeding. And there's some people
I don't stupid speed. I don't. Excuse me?
Well, I don't know. I haven't been in a car with
you.
Then
what face did you make? I edit these videos. I'll see it.
I didn't make any face.
I saw it from the corner of my eye.
You just said I'm not a stupid speeder. And
I'm not.
I just said, well, that's up for debate. But anyway, my next point, a little controversial because a lot of people have used this, but TikTok has ruined music discovery and it has ruined, I don't want to say authentic growth for artists, but it has just a little bit. I feel like Gracie Abrams, Olivia Rodrigo, like a lot of these like female artists, and I don't just mean just female, but like a lot of these artists have become really big because like 2 of their songs are really popular on TikTok. And
Olivia Rodrigo was big not because of TikTok though.
Well, no, but it was the drama from the driver's license video. I know because I was following the lore between Sabrina Carpenter, Joshua Bassett, and Olivia Rodrigo.
Oh my God.
That was like the biggest thing of like, was it 2019, 2020?
I think it was 2020 or 2021.
Yeah, I don't know. But I mean, besides like artists growing, but like specifically music discovery, I feel like a lot of the times, and I do this too, like a lot of my, I won't say a lot, but I'd say like 30% of my playlist is like TikTok music. And then the rest is just like, I found this song, or I like this song, or I've heard of this song. But I feel like everyone just likes like a TikTok song you just hear and then it becomes your whole For You page. Everybody's singing it, everybody likes it, and it just ruins like kind of like the authenticity of like finding a good song, adding it to your playlist, and really just listening to it. Because then it's like you don't even have to listen to the song. All you're listening to is like that one short part of TikTok, and then you like Shazam the song and you listen to the whole song. You're like, this song sucks. like you'll be like, oh, this song sounds so good in that one like clip I saw it on TikTok, because it's like 10 seconds of it, and then it's like a 2-minute song, and it's like, oh, you have one good part and that's it. Like it's pretty bad for some songs, but
there are some songs though that I think are still pretty good. Like, yeah, I feel like honestly my playlists are like music I've discovered through TikTok. Not all, but I would say maybe like 30%, 40%.
Yeah, and it's like I can't even be like, oh, this is a problem. I mean, like, it kind of is.
It is. I think that what you're saying is true. Like, it reduces the quality of the music because, like, all these artists, and I'm not judging the hustle. Like, it's a tough industry, and I think that you kind of have to do what you have to do, and TikTok is the way to go. But true. You know that if you make, like, a 30-second part of your song super catchy, and then you literally make like a funny video with that, or you find someone to make a funny video with that, and it blows up, like you're set. Your paycheck is set. You've made it.
Like, I love Tate McRae, but like that's you, girly.
And see, I don't even know these people. Gracie Abrams, clip. Tate McRae. Like, I've been seeing their names all over TikTok, and like I've just like
I
refuse
know
to go
them,
and
but
find them. Like
I
I'm
don't.
just like
I don't really listen to
the
Gracie
drama with them is
Abrams.
just it looks like
Drama.
wasn't there like drama with them or something?
I know Gracie Abrams, like, there was like some tweet that came out. She tweeted, "Oh,
Yeah.
Finn Wolfhard's so hot," but it was when he was 13 in Stranger Things and she was 19, and so like everyone was like, this is really weird. Like, you're like 6 years older than him. He's like basically a middle schooler, and she would be like a freshman in college.
That's weird.
And I'm like, yeah, maybe that's the kind of stuff you don't put on Twitter. Like, I mean, I think
I'm kind of
obviously
glad that like I don't know we were smart enough never to put anything weird on
Yeah.
Instagram or like social media. Like all these people
I
have
don't
things
have-
coming out.
I'm like, why would you even post?
they're
That's
weird.
weird. Like, I don't know. And then like, I think she was talking about like she made something. She was like, oh well, I was in like, you know, a weird relationship where the guy was 10 years older than me and I was a teenager. And I'm like, that doesn't mean you should do it to someone else.
Well,
like,
maybe she, I don't know. She thought that it's okay.
But that's the only drama I've heard. But.
I don't know. There's just a bunch of drama, but you're so right. I think that it's music has definitely changed and had an evolution in the way like it's produced and the way that people view it because all you need is 30 seconds and
That's
you're
true.
set for life. And
that is true.
And I mean,
everyone's gonna be searching up your song.
I respect it to an extent. I respect it that people need to make a living, but I don't know. Like I love music very much, and it's like it uplifts my soul. And so sometimes it's like, oh, when this song sucks after the 30-second clip, it's terrible.
It's like the ending's horrible. And you're like, wow, I really just got scammed off TikTok.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So real quick, my last hot take, and maybe people okay, I like pick like the craziest ones to talk about, but I think reality TV is so stupid. Like it makes no sense. Again, it's kind of along the lines with
it's always staged.
Well, yeah, it's staged,
it's not
but
reality.
like the elevation of these celebrities and these idols, like why do we care so much about like what the Kardashians are doing or like The Bachelor or Love Island or what is the one on Netflix? Like
Love is Blind.
Love is Blind, Tempest.
Oh, Temptation
Island.
That one's kind of weird. I don't get why.
I don't watch any of them, but like I've seen enough clips and I'm just like, why are we so invested? Why are we
I watch it to make fun of it. Love it. I got through. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
I got through a whole season of Love is Blind. And, like, for those of you that don't know anything about the show, the point is you're supposed to, there's, like, the pods where it's, like, you can't see the person because love is blind. And then you see each other, you decide to get married. It's, like, takes you this whole process of, like, a honeymoon, you live together, da-da, and then it's a couple weeks, and then you're getting married. And it's, like, up until the married date, they're like, okay, you're either going to say yes or no to someone you've known for only a couple weeks and you, like, fell in love with blindly. And then people were saying no at the altar. I'm like, if you didn't want to marry this person, why have you been living with them for 4 weeks? And why were you even talking to them in the first place? And they're like, I love you, but I know in my heart, stop it. Stop. You just made me sit through 10, maybe 15 episodes of stupid garbage for you that you knew the whole time. And they always know that this guy or this girl you didn't want to marry, but you were like, they're like holding their hands. They're like, you're not the one for me. And then walks away in a wedding dress on an altar with like the family there. That's when I stopped watching that show. I was so
stupid.
Mad.
So I'm just like, why are we elevating such stupidity, such like honestly rudeness and just like lack of respect?
Like, imagine being the other person, and I'm like, it's staged to an extent, but like I doubt they tell them to say no and walk away dramatically. Like
why? Like it's just I've noticed that trend in every reality TV show. There's just a lack of respect for each other in the contestants or whoever is in the show.
Yeah.
Like in The Bachelor, there's lack of respect. In the Kardashians, they're a family, but they very much lack respect very badly. Like, it's crazy. This show, Love Island.
No, Love is Blind.
Love is Blind.
Love Blind is a whole other...
Love is Blind. Like, that's another, like, lack of respect. And I'm just like, I just think it's a hot take. I'm sure many will disagree because,
People love
people
reality
love reality
TV.
TV shows, but it's just, in my opinion, I think it's a waste of your time and your brain to be
It
watching
really
it.
is. I watch it, but I don't watch it because I like it. I watch it to because I see it on TikTok. I'm like, oh, let me check this out. But like I said, I literally got so mad that I put my phone down. I was like, I'm done with Love is Blind. That's stupid. But my last point, this isn't really a hot take. I feel like this
Could
should
be.
be, it could be, but I think mental health days should be allowed in school. And I'm not like you send in a parent note and it's like mental health. I'm saying it should be an excused absence. And there's a fine
In like
line
high
with this.
school.
Yeah, in
Honestly, maybe even in
middle,
college too.
maybe middle school. I mean,
Oh well,
honestly,
I'm sorry. Yes, in all school.
yeah. I feel like there's sometimes, and I feel like people will find a way to abuse this. That's
People
why.
abuse regular sick days. Like you
Yeah.
just go to CVS minute
People
clinic.
find doctor's notes on Google, print it out, and have some random signature at the bottom. And
Yeah,
they
go
send
to
it in.
yeah. You don't. So like everyone's gonna take advantage of everything.
Yeah, but mental health days should be allowed because yes, we get a winter break and a Thanksgiving break and a spring break, but it's like
Not enough.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, the 3-day weekends here and there are great, but it's like you have so much work, you have so much to do. Sometimes you just need a day, not even to catch up on work, but a day just to yourself. And I feel like that really just should be excused because mental health in the society we live in and the things we're learning, kids are taking on so much more. You need a day sometimes. And I know some people are like, yeah, you kids don't have enough to deal with to be taking a mental health day. You've never had a job and this. But it's kids need to relax. Kids need to feel like they can come out and be like, my mental health is struggling because I have so much to do, and not feel like they're going to be made fun of, because that's a problem with it is people will be like, oh, that's all fake. That's not real. It's therapy doesn't work. Your mental health isn't real problems. And we're seeing with Naomi Osaka, Simone Biles, all these athletes, celebrities, and people that are saying, I literally cannot handle the stress of my job. And it's you just need a day, and people aren't willing to give you that. People aren't willing to give celebrities that, and they're not willing to give 15-year-olds, sophomores in high school a mental health day. And I'm not saying every day should be a mental health day, because again, people will abuse it, but you just need to give kids the opportunity to feel okay, I have this room to have a day or two to myself, even if it's just 5 days a year that are excused for mental health day. That's just enough. Sometimes you just need a day. And this is coming from the bottom of my heart, because sometimes I need a day. And I wish it was excused, because sometimes I have to go to school because I'm like, oh, I need enough absences to graduate, kind of thing. So it's just,
I was gonna say it's too bad you don't turn 18 till after school, because when you turn, at least in the area we live in, when you turn 18, you no longer get
the truancy
notice. Because I remember my senior year, all of us, we just stopped going to school, and the unexcused absences built up, and we got no letters. None.
Yeah, I wish. No,
I think it's so true. I think about that one person. Yeah, maybe 10 people may abuse the system, but if that one person who, has been struggling, maybe they're like, if I go to school, I'm going to do something to myself that I will regret later down the line. Imagine if they had just had that opportunity to take that mental health day, recuperate for a few days, and then come back. Even if it just saves one person, 10 people may take advantage of it, but is one person not enough? And I think that's kind of the selfishness with society. It's almost because I didn't get it, you can't get it.
And teachers need it too. Administrators.
Everyone needs it. I think
every job,
everything needs a mental health. That should be added. That should be, aside from sick days, it should be added to. Well, actually, they would take advantage of it in the corporate world. They'll say it'll be part of your sick days.
Yeah, they'd be like, oh, you get 10 sick days, and that counts for mental health.
Yeah, no, but I genuinely think that everyone deserves mental health day, because I just think that they're imagining a society where you were outside, the jobs weren't being stuck in a a room for 8 hours. Life was just not the same back then. And I think that you
Yeah.
have to be able to adapt, and mental health is struggling, whether that be from many different reasons. And I think that everyone, you're right, everyone needs mental
Everyone
health
needs it
days.
for sure. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of all we have for today. We hope you guys enjoyed, or at least somewhat agree or see our side of these
Please agree with the
controversial
plain one
takes.
for me.
No one's gonna agree with that one.
Please.
I think that one might actually be the hottest take, because that one riles people up.
It does. I've seen so many comments before.
Yeah, but
Let me know. Let us know what you think about reclining your seat on the plane. I need people to be on my side.
I don't know anyone that is, but good luck trying to find one. But make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel if you haven't yet, follow us on all social media platforms, and make sure to give us a good review wherever you're listening to or watching this from. That's all we have for today. We really hope you did enjoy it, even if you didn't agree with us. I did enjoy making this video. We both enjoyed making this video. So we hope to see you guys next week.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.